Hi sir, this is Norlene Igilius from EP26, and for the activities we had, I choose the ultimate frisbee for my finals activities. So without further ado, ultimate frisbee originated in 1968 at Columbia High School, New Jersey in the United States. Students leader Joel Silver led a group of students to propose that the school form a frisbee team. Although Silver's proposal may have been a joke, but the school accepted it and a team was formed. The early version of Ultimate Frisbee was very much like American football and eventually adopted elements from basketball, volleyball, and hockey. The first intercollegiate game was held between Rutgers University and Princeton University on November 6, 1972. Eventually, the sport attracted more athletes and raised the level of competition. Yet, Ultimate Frisbee has continued to be played among all ages, body types, and nationalities. The USA Ultimate Association, formed in 1979, organizes regional tournaments and crowns a national champion every year in the United States. In 1981, a European association called the European Flying Disc Federation, or EFDF, was formed. Then in 1984, the World Flying Disc Federation was formed and became the International Association for Ultimate Frisbee. Ultimate Frisbee is played on a large rectangular field that is 100 meters long and 37 meters wide. Each end of the field has an end zone that is 18 meters long after the goal line. The game can of course be played on a smaller field. Also, the equipment is most of use that the most important piece of equipment you need to play Ultimate Frisbee is a disc, that shaped glider that is generally made of plastic with a diameter of 20 to 25 centimeter and a weight of 17 gram, which is the official size. And the footwear used, it depends on the type of Ultimate you are playing. For example, if you play traditional Ultimate on the field, you need cleats, trainer with cleats. And of course, if you play indoor Ultimate, you need indoor trainers. And another, if you also play in beach Ultimate, you don't need trainers. Of course, the players or the teams that are going to play, there are two teams, each with an equal number of players, normally 7, but the size can change. To the initial play, team begins by lining up in front of the respective end zone line. The defense team throws the frisbee to the offense team. And in terms of scoring, each time the offense completes a pass in the defense's end zone, the offense scores a point. And after each score, teams start again at the end zones but in the other part of the field. Another, the fouls, violations, and infractions in Ultimate Frisbee. Ultimate is a non-contact sport, meaning physical contact is not allowed. Another, the marker may not come closer than 1 disc diameter to the thrower, or 9-arm distance class. The marker may not hit or grab the disc out of the hand of the thrower. They may, however, try to block the disc with their hands or feet after it is thrown. Also, the thrower may not be defended by more than one player at the same time. If opposing players catch the disc at the same time, the offensive player gets the position. Picks and screens. When player prevents another player Picks and screens when a player prevents another player from moving are also prohibited. In this kind of game, there are no referees. The players are responsible for making their own fouls and line calls. The spirit of the game places the responsibility for fair play on every player, meaning highly competitive play is encouraged, but never at the expense of mutual respect among competitors, adherence to the agreed upon rules, or the basic joy of play. Playing with spirit means you play to win while respecting yourself, teammates, opponents, and the game itself. You understand and learn the rules and play with integrity, honesty in mind. The sport of ultimate has been known as a self-officiating sport, but in the situations where there is an important tournament or important game, observers may be called in by the tournament director and or a team so as to keep order between the competing teams. Not every game at a tournament will have observers and not every tournament will have them. And lastly, the last part of this video is about the basic skills on how to play the ultimate frisbee. So we have catching or running. Along with throwing, catching is one of the two most important skills in ultimate frisbee. Make sure to always keep your eyes on the disc until you have position. One-handed rim catch. One hand should only be used when you cannot get two hands on the disc. Examples include very high throws, very low throws, and throws behind. Two-handed rim catch, or throws below the waist and above the chin. With throws above the chin, the thumbs should be pointed down. For throws below the waist, the thumbs should be pointed up. The last one is the pancake. The pancake catch is the most short catch and should be used whenever possible. It is best used for throws waist and chin level. Try to get your body in front of the disc. If you can jump or slide to pancake the disc, it is preferable to catching it by the rim. In throwing the frisbee, there are three types of throws that are mainly used in an ultimate game. The backhand and forehand throws, which are considered the basics, and the overhead throw, more commonly known as the hammer throw, which is considered to be more advanced. The forehand requires a proper grip on the frisbee disc before it is thrown. Fingers should be positioned in a gun-like manner with the thumb, index and middle fingers sticking out and the last two fingers closed. Grip the disc with the thumb on top and the index and middle fingers on the underside along the rim of the disc. To launch the disc, extend the disc away from the body and snap the wrist inwards, with the entire arm following through the motion of the throw. If done correctly, the disc will glide through the wind without wobbling and hit on a target accurately. To do a backhand throw, the grip along the rim of the disc should have the thumb on the top side and all four fingers resting on the underside. The body should stand out in a 45-degree angle for the throw. Hold the disc up parallel to the ground and snap the wrist in the direction of the throw. And similar to the forehand throw, the arm has to follow through the action in order to ensure that the throw is done correctly. The hammer should only be tried only after mastering the two basic forms of throws, as it can be difficult to control the trajectory of the disc in a hammer throw. It should only be practiced in a safe place with lots of space. The grip for the hammer is similar to that of forehand throw, but instead of holding the disc parallel to the ground, it should be held slightly above the head and angled slightly. To launch the disc, snap the wrist downwards with the arm following through the